Hi everyone. Um, this is how people greet people, right? Hi, hello, assalamu alaikum, adab if we are in a Bollywood movie. But what if I say something like hello? There's like a limited number of responses that you can give to me. तो अगर मैं आप लोगों को hello बोलूँ, आप मुझे आगे से क्या बोलोगे? Can someone? Yeah, right? यहाँ किसी के पास कोई और ऑप्शन है? हाँ ठीक है, वालेकुम अस्सलाम इज वैलिड, बट माई पॉइंट इज कि जब कोई आपको ग्रीट करता है देयर आर सम ऑप्शंस यू कैन चूज फ्रॉम, राइट? बट दे शुड मेक सेंस. अगर कोई आपको हेलो बोले, आप उसको आगे से हैप्पी बर्थडे नहीं बोल सकते. दैट जस्ट डज नॉट मेक सेंस, राइट? ओके, लेट मी आस्क यू अनदर क्वेश्चन. थिंक अबाउट अ चेयर. And when you're done thinking, can someone tell me about the chair they thought about? Like the chair that you pictured in your brain? Yeah, sure. Like, थोड़ा describe कर रहे हैं कि मैंने जब कहा चेयर के बारे में सोचे, वो कैसी दिख रही थी आपके ब्रेन में? 4 टांगें थी. आप बताएं. मुझे आपकी आवाज़ नहीं आ रही. ऑफिस चेयर, राइट? आप व्हील चेयर्स. So you guys can already see कि जब मैं किसी को कहती हूँ कि आप एक चेयर के बारे में सोचें, वो 3 टांगों वाली हो सकती है, 2 टांगों वाली हो सकती है. It could be an office chair, a wheelchair is valid. I mean an armchair is valid, right? So the point being that there is a difference between some answer that exists between a space of correctness and an answer that exists as जिसको मैं ये नहीं कह सकती कि there is one correct chair. हर बंदा एक अपनी अलग chair imagine करेगा. So this difference between an outcome that should make sense and an outcome that should just exist in a distributed space is basically why we're having this talk. LLMs की पॉपुलैरिटी की वजह से हम जनरेटिव AI के बारे में ये सोचते हैं कि इट्स अ कॉन्वर्सेशन. वी टॉक टू ChatGPT, इट रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू अस. वी टॉक टू Gemini, इट रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू अस. सो इट हैज़ मेड अस थिंक कि LLMs एंड जनरेटिव AI इज़ अ कॉन्वर्सेशन. दे मेक अस थिंक कि कॉन्वर्सेशन की तरह अगर हमें कोई गलत आंसर मिले, हम उसको कोई करेक्टिव बात कहेंगे तो हमें आगे से करेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा. वी कैन डिटर्मिन इट्स आउटकम by our input. That's how conversations work. But the thing is, generative image models do not try to be correct. They try to be plausible. So this is an image which was generated by Imagen, right? Which is the generative AI model I will be referencing throughout this talk when I talk about Gen AI models, right? So the prompt was math on a chalkboard. Now this is math. The chalkboard is pretty accurate. You can see the texture of the chalk. You can see the texture of the chalkboard. There's math stuff going on. But is this correct? This is not correct, right? But does it look like math? And does it look like a chalkboard? So this is what is the difference between correctness and plausibility. This image is plausible. It looks like something you've seen before, but it's not necessarily correct. And that is okay because that is by design. And for that, we have to understand that Imagen actually model kya karta hai. Like the model that is at the core of this generative corpus, what does it actually learn? So, ये equation आप लोगों ने पहले भी कहीं देखी होगी. How many people are familiar with this? This is simple conditional probability. The distribution that generative AI models learn is the probability distribution of X naught given C. What does that mean? X naught is natural image and C is the text conditioning. So we are trying to map our images distribution over the text input that we give to our model. It learns the statistical relationship between text and pixel. It does not learn about objects उसको नहीं पता कि उसने जो इमेज जनरेट करनी है उसके अंदर जो ऑब्जेक्ट है वो क्या है, उसको नहीं पता कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट करेक्ट है कि नहीं, उसका ग्राउंड ट्रुथ क्या है. There is no symbolic structure, there are no rules. Only thing it models is the statistic relationship between a pixel and the text embeddings that we give it. And why is that? Let's go a bit deeper into the diffusion mechanism. You guys must be familiar with LLMs and how they work. They have basically a generative model at the core of them. Similarly, generative image models have diffusion models at the core of them. So what happens is when we want to train Imagen, we give it an image which is clear, and then we add noise to it, and it learns pixel-to-pixel features, right? But what happens when we have to generate an image? We start with a very noisy image, like it's pure noise. It's completely random pixels. And then with every iteration, we try to get a clearer image. So all pixels update at every iteration. And this is a very interesting point, because unlike LLMs or unlike attention mechanism models, we are not retaining any information here, right? So when we went from this image to this image, and we went from this image to this image, it's not like उसने सोच लिया था अच्छा आँख एक सही बन गई है, अगली iteration में मैं दूसरी आँख सही बना लेता हूँ. It starts over in every iteration. So it does not retain any information between levels. So इससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? इससे ये फर्क पड़ता है there is no privileged step. नॉर्मल LLMs या नॉर्मल अटेंशन मॉडल्स की तरह इस तरह नहीं है कि एक स्टेप बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो क्लासिफाइंग स्टेप है, वो इनकोडिंग स्टेप है. ऑल स्टेप्स आर इक्वल, देयर इज नो प्रिविलेज स्टेप, राइट? देयर इज नो फिनिशिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि इमेजेस आर कंप्लीटेड तो उसको पता चल जाएगा कि आई वाज मेकिंग अ कैट तो अब मेरी कैट कंप्लीट हो गया. देयर इज नो कॉन्सेप्ट लाइक दैट, एंड देयर इज नो सिंबॉलिक स्ट्रक्चर. It means the model does not even know what it's drawing, because आप लोगों को पता है एक पिक्सल कितना छोटा होता है, right? एक पिक्सल को देख के अगर आपके पास ability ही एक पिक्सल को मॉडल करने की है, so do you know कि वो पिक्सल्स इतने सारे मिलके क्या बनेंगे? You can't know. Even a human can't know that. Does that make sense to everyone? Good, because it all brings us to then उसको गाइड क्या चीज़ करती है. So what happens in normal LLMs is that we have back propagation. Back propagation का नाम सुना आप लोगों ने? See, I'm sure everyone's familiar with it. So when we have one output, right, we measure it or evaluate it against a known answer, and then उसके हिसाब से हम मॉडल को वापस इनपुट देते हैं कि अच्छा तुमने इस स्टेप पे ये चीज़ गलत की थी, आंसर ये आना चाहिए था, ये आया. बट अब यहाँ पर हमारे पास कोई करेक्ट आंसर तो है नहीं, वो हमने शुरू में इस्टेब्लिश कर लिया. सो देन हाउ डू वी गाइड द इन्फ्रेंस इन अ जनरेटिव इमेज मॉडल? दैट इज थ्रू क्लासिफायर फ्री गाइडेंस. एंड उसके अंदर ये होता है कि वी हैव some conditional images and some unconditional images. So you can see that there's unconditional images, and then we apply a function of S on conditional and unconditional images. इस बात का simply ये मतलब है कि we have some images जो हमने उसको text बताया ना. For example, मैंने उससे कहा है कि एक cat की image बनाओ. Now it has to be a cat. This is a condition. तो उसने इसके corresponding जितनी images बनाई हैं versus उसने generally जितनी images बनाई हैं, we control the ratio of that to come to our final output. So for example, अगर हम उसकी ratio जो है वो less stronger, like more than 15 रखते हैं, ठीक है, तो स्ट्रॉन्ग एडहेरेंस होगी. उसको ये फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा कि हमारी इमेज कितनी अच्छी है, उसको ये फ़र्क पड़ेगा कि वो कैट होनी चाहिए चाहे वो जैसी मर्जी हो. बट इफ़ वी डिक्रीज द वैल्यू to 5 or 1, what happens is it takes some creative liberty. So this is the real control knob instead of using classifiers. Yeah, this is just a sample overview of how it happens. We have different diffusion models. They work in different resolutions. सबसे पहले एक छोटी resolution की image बनती है, and then we scale it up to full resolution, right? And this basically means that जो हम उसको prompt करते हैं, that is not an instruction. We just apply it to the probability field. ठीक है, इस बात का क्या मतलब है? इस बात का ये मतलब है कि Imagen is very high variance. जो प्रॉम्प्ट आप उसको करते हैं, वो शुरू में जब उसके हिसाब से मॉडल ने एक इमेज बना ली ना, उसके बाद वाले जितने भी डिफ्यूजन स्टेप्स आते हैं ना, उसमें वो प्रॉम्प्ट एक इंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ एक उसके लिए उसका सिमेंटिक मीनिंग होता है. Let me just skip over this. ठीक है, so this means the first intuition that separates this from LLMs is that retries don't fix things. Imagine. ठीक है, LLMs में होता है, if Gemini gives you a wrong answer, you ask it follow-up questions, you have chances of arriving at the right answer. But for image generation models, retries don't mean anything because we are not building sequentially. You can keep giving the prompt again and again, you will end up with a different type of image every time, but you can't expect कि आप बहुत अच्छी, बहुत layered prompt engineer करके अपनी final image तक पहुंच सकते हैं. That is just against the nature of how it works in such a high variance field. Right? So it really depends on your selection metric. For example, the only thing you can optimize for is aesthetic. So if अगर आपका images select करने का selection metric ये है कि they should look a certain way, like you want an image that looks like an oil painting, that is the only use case जिसमें अगर आप बार-बार prompt करेंगे ना कि no make it into an oil painting, no make it into an oil painting, that is the only use case where it might work, it might show some bias towards the prompt that you've given it, right? The second thing that we have is that we can't use prompts to specify outcomes. Right? So for example, अगर आप एक image generation model को ये कहेंगे कि मुझे एक vase on the table चाहिए, but it should be on the left side. So you have to understand that this on the left side is just a semantic meaning phrase. ये कोई coordinates नहीं बन जाएंगे. So you can't give it कि x, y coordinates ये होने चाहिए और वो हमेशा left side पे होगी, ठीक है? And similarly, if you give it more details, उससे आप style control कर सकते हैं. Like if you say make me a shirt or make me a woolen shirt, that is something that you can control. But then there is a plateau, right? So for example, अगर आप LLMs को prompting के साथ अपने outcome के पास लेके जाना चाहते हैं और image generation models को लेके जाना चाहेंगे, the generation models will plateau much more earlier than LLMs do. ठीक है, and the third broken intuition, which I think is also the most important one, is that realism is not understanding. If your model is able to generate an image that is photorealistic, it does not mean that it also understands it that well. Right? So for example, Imagen 4 is good at drawing hands, better than the first model, right? The first model was not really good, right? But still the finger count in AI generated hands is something that's probabilistic. It's not hard, it's not a hard coded rule in the model. For example, I generated this hand using Imagen 4 and my prompt was make line art of a hand, right? So is there something wrong with this hand? What's wrong? Exactly. There are only 4 fingers in this hand, right? And for line art, instead of making it in line art style, उसने क्या किया? उसने skin के ऊपर lines बना दी, right? But what it prioritized is that it should look realistic. ठीक है, एंड यही इशू जो है वो इमेज जनरेशन मॉडल्स को मिरर्स, टेक्स्ट और सिमेट्री के साथ आता है. मिरर्स के अंदर रिफ्लेक्शन बनाना, टेक्स्ट को बनाना, सिमेट्री को बनाना, ये चीज़ें लोकलाइज कॉन्टेक्स्ट के साथ बेहतर होती हैं. अगर एक इमेज जनरेशन मॉडल्स के पास ग्लोबल कॉन्टेक्स्ट है तो वो लोकलाइज्ड एक्यूरेसी को अचीव करना उसके लिए बहुत मुश्किल है. ठीक है, एंड दिस बेसिकली मीन्स कि वो जिस चीज़ पे फोकस करता है इट इज़ the image should look like something that I've seen before. Understanding का ये मतलब होता है कि is this necessarily correct? Do I know what I'm doing? ठीक है, so you can expect understanding from language models, but you should expect realism from image models, and these two are not the same things. ठीक है, अच्छा, अगर ये चीज़ पॉसिबल ही नहीं है तो हर साल इमेजन का नया मॉडल क्यों आता है? या किसी भी जनरेटिव इमेज मॉडल्स का नया मॉडल वो फिर इम्प्रूव क्या करते हैं? अगर वो इस चीज़ को बाय डिज़ाइन ही इम्प्रूव नहीं कर सकते तो वो फिर इम्प्रूव क्या करते हैं? और हर साल जो लैंग्वेज मॉडल्स नए आते हैं उनमें क्या इम्प्रूव होता है? सो बेसिकली जो आपके पास इमेज मॉडल्स आते हैं ना, उनके अंदर वो चीज़ें इम्प्रूव होती हैं जो रियलिज्म से रिलेटेड होती हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल texture fidelity, lighting and material, style imitation, surface plausibility, right? Every day, with every new model, your image will look like a real world photo or like a real world painting, right? But in LLMs, every new model will have long range coherence, will have more reasoning capabilities, and it will have more behavioral reliability. Like it will align with your rules better. And that is fine. That is not an accident. That is not a flaw in image models. That is what their objectives reward. They want to maximize the likelihood of their reward. And for image models, we want to reward realism. And for language models, we want to reward understanding. अच्छा, so then this brings us to the fact that if उसमें इस तरह के issues हैं and we have so much constraints and we have to change our way of thinking about it, so as an engineer, what can you do with such a model? Right? So you have to make sure that if you are building a product, you don't expose the raw model to your users. You don't want them to deal with the same constraints. If आपके model के अंदर inbuilt constraints हैं, तो it doesn't mean कि आप उसको एक ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर में पैकेज नहीं कर सकते जो इन कंस्ट्रेंट्स को ओवरकम करे. ठीक है? सो फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपका मॉडल कुछ भी रैंडम इमेजेस आउटपुट कर देता है तो आपको अपने यूज़र को भी वो रैंडम इमेजेस दिखाना ज़रूरी नहीं है. इसलिए आप कभी इमेजिन की वेबसाइट पे जाओ एंड यू गिव इट अ प्रॉम्प्ट, इट विल नेवर आउटपुट वन इमेज. It always opens a page that outputs 5 to 6 images, जिनमें से एक दो हमेशा ठीक होती हैं. So this is where they work on their selection criteria to overcome the constraints of their model. So you have to use your software as a whole to package it in such a way that it is still reliable for your user despite its constraints. और इसकी दो examples हैं. Yeah, this is what I said basically. Iski do examples hain. For example, there is this company called Wiggle, and they use Imagen 3 in their product, and this is basically a video making company. And what they do is, people can make their own characters using Imagen. They can input characters. Oh, I need a character that looks like Bugs Bunny or something, right? But uske baad, jo uski plausible videos hoti hain, jo us character ke saath unhone karna hota hai, उसके आउटपुट के ऊपर they have their own post processing and they handle the motion, they handle the timing, they handle the storytelling, and they give a complete product to the end user. Similarly, there's this company called Cartwheel, and this is an animation company, and they use Imagen to generate frames. The user can use Imagen to generate frames. It's a good model at generating multiple outputs of multiple frames and outputs of like different objects. But similarly, they don't expose the raw output to their user. वो क्या control करते हैं? वो उसकी characters की animation को, उसके frame rate को, उसकी जो किस तरह की उसकी output look होगी, उसकी post processing क्या होगी, वो सारा कुछ Cartwheel का अपना software control करता है. And Imagen just supports their creative ideation, not animation logic. And these two are fully in production, used by thousands of users around the world, despite having a model that has such constraints. So this is like a good lesson for anybody who wants to use generative image models into a product, that you have to understand the core concept, and then you have to see how you can offset it by using your own wrapper around it. Right? So this was basically the reason I picked LLMs to compare this instead of just going directly into Imagen as a technical, deep dive into Imagen's own structure, is because I know that LLMs are quite well known, and it would be easier to deliver the main concept by comparing the two, the core characteristics of these two different behaviors. So I would say that the three main points that we had, I'll just go over them again, that, outputs are sampled, they're not computed. We have to understand the difference between realism and understanding. And if there's an improvement in a generative AI model, it does not mean that it has new capabilities. These are some of the images that were generated by Imagen 4. You can look at their prompts and the output and the capabilities of what it can do. And if you have any questions, please let me know.